Let's face it, North American drivers have entrenched beliefs that they absolutely need an electric car with over 300 miles of range. This figure appears to be way overbloated, especially if we take into account the latest surveys. They clearly indicate that the overwhelming majority of drivers do not cover more than just 26 miles a day. This reluctance to accept the reality of modern commute causes the large number of affordable and high-quality EVs, which are otherwise available on the international markets, to not being sold in the region. In today's episode, we will cover the best electric car models absent in the US and Canada to show our viewers what they might be missing or should be happy about having access to. Subscribe to Automotive Territory to be the first one to learn about the latest EV news. Ring the notification bell and enjoy the ride. Fiat 500e. Do not confuse this cute convertible hatch with the widely unpopular 500e compliant EV that until recently was sold in California and Oregon. The 2021 three-door is actually all new, sitting on the original Fiat-developed platform. On the outside, the car has the unmistakable 500 looks, but it grows in size, measuring 91 inches in wheelbase and 143 inches in overall length. The new powertrain setup is represented by a 118 HP motor and a 42 kWh battery, good for 177 miles and quick recharges in 35 minutes. Inside the cabin, the car has nothing in common with its predecessors, boasting of an all-new Uconnect 5 infotainment system with a 7-inch TFT display and a 10.25-inch touchscreen with a smartphone integration. For now, the 2021 500e is available for pre-order in the high-spec La Prima version, but later, the company plans to add more affordable trims. Lexus UX 300e. While the boycott Toyota hashtag is still traveling around the internet, the Japanese giant is actually trying to redeem its reputation by taking steps towards electric vehicles. Their first offering is the upmarket Lexus UX 300e, which appears to be a simple retrofit of the gasoline UX. But nonetheless, it is still the first ever plug-in vehicle in the brand's history. The powertrain does not attempt to impress the buyers, but still manages to outperform the ICE counterparts. Namely, the 204 horsepower and 221 pound-feet motor surpasses the numbers offered by the 2.0-liter inline four-cylinder on the UX200 and UX250H. The 54.3 kWh battery holds enough charge to cover 178 miles. We could have expected more from the luxury EV, but Lexus compensates the lack of range by offering 10 years, or 620,000 miles, or 1 million kilometers warranty for the battery pack. Volkswagen ID3. Until recently, the only electric vehicles sold by VW were compliance e-Golf and e-Up, which nevertheless turned out to be quite popular. This time, however, the German conglomerate is going all in, attempting to repeat the success story of the Beetle by releasing a true people's electric car. This hatchback indeed appeals to the wide range of drivers, offering both lower and higher budget models with futuristic looks, decent range, and advanced tech. Initially, a 58 kWh battery pack with 240 miles of range will go on sale, but later on, two more configurations with 185 and 310 miles are to be introduced. Built on the modular MEB platform, the VW ID3 is powered by the rear-mounted 204 horsepower motor with 229 pound-feet of torque, good for 100 miles per hour. At the moment, VW is struggling with software glitches, but the first customer deliveries are still scheduled for the mid-June 2020. Peugeot E2008. The French brand continues to grow their range of electrified automobiles, adding the E2008 crossover as its second EV model. Externally, you will easily distinguish it from the ICE version by the E badging, new lithium-ion emblem, and the body-colored grille. These visual cues, as well as the drivetrain setup, are borrowed from the E208 hatchback. Paired with a 136 HP motor, the 50 kWh battery offers slightly less range in the case of the crossover, covering around 184 EPA estimated miles. It also has DC fast charging capability, allowing 80% of the battery capacity to be replenished in just 30 minutes. Inside, the cabin of the E2008 differs by EV-specific software, displaying the remaining range, current driving and brake modes, and powertrain operation characteristics. This vehicle is already on sale across Europe, with the 4 trims being on offer. Which of these EVs do you regret not being available in North America the most? Check out the entire episode and let us know in the comments below. Bear in mind that I converted all of the prices and ranges to the American standards for the viewer's convenience. So like this episode and let's get back to it. Honda E. We are finally living through the times when automakers are brave enough to transition concept designs straight into production. Honda's first electric city hatchback is a direct follow-up to the Urban E, with the cute round LED lights that pay homage to the first-generation Civic produced in the 1970s. The car is powered by a 35.5 kWh battery that can be mated to a base 136 HP motor or a more powerful one making 154 horses. It can cover 137 miles on a single drive, comes with an onboard 6.6 kW charger, and is compatible with 60 kW DC stations. The E is a highly technological vehicle that replaces standard side mirrors with cameras that project images to the side screens on the dashboard for better aerodynamics. The stunning full-width panel includes 3 additional screens that take on the duties of the instrument cluster, infotainment, and in-cabin control. Mazda MX30. In 2020, Mazda jumps into the electrification game with an all-new battery electric crossover. The MX30 SUV is positioned as a city model, powered by a 35 kWh battery pack. The new vehicle sits on the company-developed Skyactiv vehicle architecture with a single electric motor, making 143 horses and 195 pound-feet of torque. The exact range of the model has not been revealed yet, though experts estimate it to be around 125 miles on a charge. The crossover has a sleek coupe-like shape and minimalistic exterior design with cylindrical headlamps and 3-dimensional rear lights. The most stunning part of its look are Mazda's signature freestyle doors, while the cabin has an open, airy layout and is carried out using recycled and environmentally safe materials. In May 2020, the company started production of the MX30 in Japan, and the vehicle is now expected to hit dealerships over there and in Europe this summer. Renault Zoe. This is the current best-selling electric car made in Europe that through the years has gathered a zealous following of the fans who like the unorthodox design of the model and its compact size. In 2020, the Zoe went through a minor facelift, which included an introduction of the new Z battery with 52 kWh capacity and improved one-charge distance of around 220 miles. This B-segment commuter is powered by the latest generation R135 motor that makes 135 horsepower and 180 pound-feet and boosts the top speed to 88 miles per hour. The Renault Zoe is sold in 3 trims: Play, Iconic, and GT line, ranging from the bare essentials to quite a loaded tech package. Interestingly, the French manufacturer offers an affordable option for the drivers who are not willing to shell out the hefty $10,000 premium for the battery pack and would rather rent it for just $80 a month. DS3 Crossback E10S. The only electric vehicle by the PSA's group's luxury arm belongs to the subcompact crossover class, and it is marketed as a Class C and comfortable city driver. Built on the company's common modular platform, the DS3 Crossback E10S shares its underpinnings with a number of Opel and Peugeot vehicles and comes powered by a single electric motor fed by a 50 kWh battery. The system can operate in 3 driving modes: Sport, which enables 0 to 60 acceleration in 8.7 seconds, Normal, which is adapted for the daily use, and Eco, with the sole task of stretching the single charge range to 177 miles. Despite having quite modest performance characteristics, The crossover boasts of a host of small convenience details that create unique user experience. These include drive and park assist, regenerative braking, a new head-up display, a 10.3-inch HD touchscreen, and retractable door handles with proximity keyless entry. VW e-up. The second-generation electric up arrives in 2020, improved across all aspects that truly matter. Its range goes up to 143 miles on a charge, while the price goes down to the attractive $24,000 before subsidies. The drivetrain setup is represented by a single electric motor that still makes 83 horsepower, but is now powered by a new battery with a net capacity of 32.3 kWh. The tandem is responsible for the swift 0-60 acceleration of 11.9 seconds and 81 miles per hour top speed. As before, the e-up is only 143 inches in length, but it still manages to seat 4 people while offering 8.9 cubic feet of cargo room behind the rear seats. The base version also features standard automatic air conditioning, lane departure warning, and a docking station that turns your smartphone into the infotainment display. Peugeot E2008. The super mini hatchback began Peugeot's electrification offensive in 2019, accumulating 25% of all of the pre-orders for the new generation 208. This is not at all surprising, since the model actually offers plenty of standard and optional features, has pretty affordable pricing with available incentives, and can cover solid by city standards 188 miles on a charge. Just as the rest of the new electric cars from its extended PSA family, the E208 is motivated by a 136 HP motor, making 192 pound-feet of torque. The vehicle offers 3 driving and 2 braking modes, while battery charging can be done via a domestic plug, a standard 7 kW wall box, or using a 100 kW public charger. In 2020, the electric hatch is available in 4 trim levels: Active, Allure, GT Line, and GT, with the top one boasting Alcantara upholstery, heated front seats, parking assistance, a 10-inch infotainment, and of course, Peugeot's 3D iCockpit instrument panel. BMW iX3. BMW will be bringing to North America its electric crossover flagship, recently renamed from iNext to iX. However, its compact version, the iX3, produced in China by the BMW Brilliance joint venture, will be out of the Americans' and Canadians' reach. Based on the long-wheelbase X3, the model is built on the same Clara platform, fitted with a new 5th-generation e-drive powertrain that supposedly is not dependent on the rare earth minerals. The crossover has a rear-wheel drive system, a single electric motor, and a 74 kWh battery pack. Preliminary specifications indicate the iX3 should boast 286 horsepower output, 220 miles of range, and fast charging capabilities compatible with 150 kW stations. The future availability of the dual-motor all-wheel drive variant is still in the air, but there aren't any obstacles for such a release. Which one of these electric cars would you like to see on the North American soil the most? Maybe we should create a collective petition, or do you find the range parameters of the presented models inadequate? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to Automotive Territory and proceed to exploring the EV world by clicking on the icons in front of you. Like, share, and may the torque be with you!